Hello everybody, how are you doing? I hope you are all right at home and everybody's looking after themselves. Since you do not have the books with you, I thought maybe it's a good idea that we kind of practice what we've done so far in the class. And one thing that we needed to look at again was the question tags, how they are done in English. It's not like how it's in Spanish, that's always almost the same. In English, it changes for every verb, if it is a past tense, present tense, and if it is first person, second person, third person, as you know. You remember that. It is first person is I am, second person is she or he, no, second person is you are, third person is she or he is, and then the collective is we are, and then they are. Okay, so remember that. And the similar, it is if it is in the past tense, I was, and second person will be you were, not you was, you were, and then third person, she was or he was, and then it will be we were and they were for the collective nouns, collective pronouns. And remember one thing, that in English we also have the neutral gender, it. So when there is a statement which talks about something abstract, or the day, or a non-living thing like a table or chair or whatever it is, we will say, this table is too big, isn't it? Remember that when you're making a question tag. And remember, in the question tags, we make a statement, and the question is always the opposite of what we put in the statement, because we want the other person that we are asking the question to confirm it to us. Yeah. And sometimes it is just ornamental also, that we just say, you're coming, aren't you? We know that the person is coming, but it's just like it's rhetorical, but it's ornamental. On the other hand, remember that the question tags are can be in the past tense, present tense, and future tense also, but we will see today only present tense and past tense. So go to please page number 1 and have and I'm going to read and explain it to you, and you can have it in front of you also. And by the way, have you given the cards to your parents or to your father? Because it's Father's Day, and I hope he liked it. Yeah, did he? Well, I hope he did. Anyway, so let's go now to the page number 1, and let me explain it to you. This is in the present tense, today. Yeah, when you're talking, now when you're talking. Yeah, I'm right is a short one. I'm right. So the question tag will be aren't I, because I am will become, we are using the verb, in this case are, remember. And I'm not right, am I? In this case, am remains as am. Yeah. And the next one is she is right, isn't she? See, she is right, and we are using the opposite of is, isn't. And then we are using the same pronoun, she. And the same thing, he isn't right, is he? Then we are right, aren't we? We are using the opposite of are, aren't we? And the same thing, we aren't right, are we? And then the fourth one, they are right, aren't they? And then they aren't right, are they? You remember, we are always using the opposite form, right? And similarly, for the past tense, the verb will be I am, will be I was. So I was right, wasn't I? And in the negative form is I wasn't right, was I? In this we have to put the opposite of wasn't. Wasn't, was, is was, remember. And then she was right, wasn't she? She wasn't right, was she? And then we weren't right. Remember, the plural of, the verb of, when it is we, it's plural and the verb will be were. And we were right, and the opposite will be weren't we, and we weren't right, were we. And the next and the last one, then as an example, you have they were right, weren't they, and they weren't right, were they. So it's the opposite, like always. And the pronoun we take, that is there, that is used. And remember about the it also. I have not put over here it. Perhaps I should. I will add it. Like, it was right, wasn't it? It wasn't right, wasn't it? It is right, isn't it? It wasn't right. It isn't right, is it? So in the opposite form. And on page 2, you have some exercises that you have to do. Read carefully and do it, and I'm sure you can do it. And also remember that there will be also in some examples auxiliary verb does. He does his homework, doesn't he? So you have to take does in this case, yeah? Remember that. And similarly, for the neutral gender, it, remember, yeah? So you will have to take it for the day or for the thing and then make the question tag. Remember that, yeah? Well, I hope you have a nice time, and we will catch up next week. And look after yourselves, yeah? Be careful. Take care. Bye.